Hey guys, so today I'm going to speak to you about 10 of the highest paying work from home jobs. This is ideal if you're somebody who has a normal day job, for example, and you've got a couple of hours spare to focus on a side hustle and you want to make some extra money without the need to build a big business with a team and so on. You just want to be able to commit that time towards doing something that will make you some extra money. Okay, so to make these high paying jobs really practical and fun, I've selected a number and interviewed real people who are doing these jobs today, okay? Just to kind of bring some reality to these high paying jobs. So do make sure you stay tuned and watch this video all the way to the end because I've got some extracts of some really fun interviews just to kind of shed some more light on why these high paying jobs are ones that you should potentially explore and how you might want to go about getting started today. I've got to be really upfront though. Some of these ideas require you to have some technical ability, okay? But that shouldn't put you off because the key focus should be on learning, okay? That's one of the biggest outtakes from this video is that you have to learn new skills in order for you to explore new ways of making some extra money. I use myself as an example. The skills I use to make money today are skills I've acquired in the last 2.5 to 3 years. Okay, so that attitude of ongoing learning will serve you really well if you're somebody who wants to move away from just making an income from maybe one source to perhaps making some extra money, perhaps online or perhaps by working from home. My name's Ken of the Humble Penny and Financial Joy Academy. What we do on this channel is to give you the tips, the insights, the practical hacks to help you work towards a dream life of financial independence and money joy. Okay, let's dive in now and talk about these 10 highest paying work from home ideas. Okay, so the first work from home job I want to speak to you about is that of a marketing consultant. Okay, so a consultant is somebody who tells somebody else how to do something a lot better. In this case, a marketing consultant is approaching people who produce things, business people who have products and services, how to better market their products and services, okay? The real point to take away from this particular work from home job is that you are better served if you are a specialist, okay? The common trend right now is for people who run business or who are doing various things to market their products online, okay? So a marketing consultant, for you to really make money from this, you need to specialize in an area. So say, for example, you might become a Facebook marketing specialist or strategist, or you might become a copywriting expert. You know, you write the words that people have to read in order for that to lead to a sale. Or you might be somebody who has learned the technical ability of creating sales funnels, which are essentially automated pathways that lead a potential customer all the way to potentially making a sale. The second is as an online teacher. I particularly love this one because anyone can become an online teacher today. I'm doing exactly that even on this video right now. So an online teacher can explore their potential talents or their knowledge in various different ways. It could be that they offer one-to-one teaching, okay? That could be face-to-face or online. Or it could be that they offer one-to-many type teaching, which can be delivered on platforms such as Zoom or Skype, for example. It could be that they also offer online course creation. So this is where they actually take the knowledge that they've got, but they have them pre-recorded and have them distributed that way to generate them some income. Okay, this is something that absolutely anyone can do today. You can explore one of those 3 pathways that I mentioned to start to generate some extra income for yourself today. Okay, so number 3 is to explore coding. Coding has become so popular and it keeps increasing in popularity. So to make this really real, I've asked my brother, who is a software engineer / programmer / coder, to tell us why coding is a high paying job. So I'm going to cut to that so that you can hear from him directly. Hey Kings, so you literally can code in your sleep. Can you tell our audience here, why is coding such a high paying job and how easy is it to get started?
All right, so yes, I am a coder, and coding is a high paying job for a few reasons. One of them is in demand. And the reason coding is in demand is because it has no industry boundaries, right? So if you're an accountant, if you're a solicitor, if you're a politician, in government, if you want to work in the tech industry, the music industry, the health industry, whatever industry you're interested in and working in, there's an IT side of it. So this is what makes IT or programming in general really, really, really much in demand.
So how easy is it for someone to actually get started?
Getting started with coding is as simple as just finding a time, a couple of hours every day that you want to dedicate to just learning the craft. So there's a very high percentage of programmers, probably up to 70%, who did not study coding in the university level. So it's something that is one of those industries where you can show what you can do through a portfolio of work. There are literally hundreds of websites out there, from Udemy to Coursera to so many, designed to teach people how to code. And that's the concept. Anybody can learn to code.
How much can somebody make coding? Give us an idea.
So you can earn quite very well, actually. You can earn up to £800 to £1,000 a day.
What? 800 to £1,000 per day?
Per day, absolutely.
From coding?
Yep, and the best part is you can do it from the comfort of your own home. You could be at a beach somewhere.
There's never been a better incentive. Thank you, Kingsley. That's fantastic.
Thank you very much.
So guys, just to show you how easy it is for people to get started potentially with coding, Kingsley's got his partner next to him who, has varied interests, everything from, dog training to all kinds of things, but she also does coding. Kings, is your partner there with you to kind of
yeah, absolutely. So Diana
show us the realities of coding?
Yes, absolutely. So very quickly, she basically wants to build her own online dog training platform. So this is her motivation behind learning to code. So behind every person who wants to learn to code is always a business desire somewhere. So this is Diana over here.
So here we're seeing the realities. Hi, Diana. And what are you doing on that laptop? You are actually coding.
Yep.
Wow, that's amazing. And these are the realities of coding, right? So she's somebody who didn't go to like university or anything like that.
To study, she did not study software development at university. She did a veterinary course, and she wants to build her own business. And the cost of building a business is really, really high to get a software engineer to build it for you. And why not learn it yourself? So that's what she's doing. And lots of people have done the same. So it's incredible skill to have, definitely.
Excellent. We're going to be sharing, you guys, you have some resources. We'll put in the links below for various people who are interested in coding, for them to check that out and maybe get in touch with you guys and explore what you guys do. Yeah?
Not a problem.
All right. Great speaking. Bye, guys. Speak soon.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, number 4 is as a freelance writer. Now, you don't need to be amazing at writing to actually even begin to explore this particular idea. I write today on our blog, for example, but that level of writing has taken me practicing writing in order to get better at writing. So I'm saying that because this is something that absolutely anyone can explore as a way to make some extra money for themselves. So a freelance writer writes on a freelance basis online, for example, for blogs and for various websites. And to do that, you can make some extra money. In order to make money as a freelance writer, you actually have to begin to pitch yourself as a freelance writer to various different publishers or people online. Okay, you can begin to price yourself from as little as £1 per word that you write as a freelance writer. And the stats have shown that the average sort of amount that people make tends to be around £98 to £100 per day from their freelance writing effort. We've created a detailed guide to freelancing, which I'm going to put in the link below and above for you to check out and explore freelance writing as a way to make money working from home. Okay, so number 5 is video editing. Okay, this obviously speaks for itself. But the beauty of video editing is that it's growing in so much demand, okay? There are a ton of people who are creating content every single day on so many different platforms, including here on YouTube. And all those people require other people to take the work away from them and actually do the video editing. Okay, as such, this is a really incredible niche for making good money. Okay, you can charge as much as £100 or £150 per video that you actually edit. And you can also bundle the pricing up and offer your services by saying, for example, in a month, I will edit up to 5 videos for you and maybe charge you, say, £600 to £700 for doing that. Okay, so video editing is something that you can actually learn. My wife, who is the other half of the Humble Penny, is a video editor. This is a skill that she learned just by necessity by us starting this YouTube channel. Okay, so I'm going to cut to her right now so you can hear from her yourself as to why it is that video editing is a high-paying work-from-home job and how you can get started today. What is video editing?
Hi, babe.
Oh, hey, hi.
So, here you are editing this video that we are watching right now. So can you just talk to us about why video editing is, a high-paying work-from-home job?
Okay, well, video editing is in high demand at the moment.
Yeah.
And it's quite a technical and specialized role. So there is a bit of learning involved, but anyone can learn editing, provided you commit 2 hours a day to learning a new skill. Within a month, you'll be confident enough to actually create a video and start searching for some jobs.
Did you go to university to learn video editing?
No, I didn't. I did a degree. There was a short module in my second year where I did a bit of video in motion, but no, you don't have to go to uni to learn video editing.
And how can people get started today?
Okay, so firstly, I would say that you need a fast, powerful computer or laptop.
Yep.
If you're working from home, you will need fast internet speed, of course, because you will be downloading and uploading some video for your potential clients. Also, you would need decent software such as Adobe Premiere or Final Cut Pro, or there are some free softwares out there that you can use. And then in terms of admin, I would say to set up an online portfolio where you can have some short reels just to showcase your work to some potential clients. You might want to have that reel embedded onto a website, so you can set up a basic website for yourself using something such as WordPress, where you can have, like I said, reels and also links to some of the videos that you have done previously, have contact information and about me info on your site.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so next is a tech virtual assistant, so a tech VA, okay? So a virtual assistant is essentially, as the name suggests, an assistant who helps virtually. So somebody who assists in running an operation of a business. Okay, we have virtual assistants helping us out with our business here at the Humble Penny. Okay, so we've got a general VA who helps us out with various kind of general tasks, such as managing our communities and dealing with email management and things like that. But a tech VA, a tech virtual assistant, on the other hand, is somebody who has particular skill sets that are tech related. So they, for example, can create landing pages, they can help you build an evergreen funnel, they can help you write copy maybe, they can help you essentially do things such as creating ebooks and things like that that you might need to market your business, to create sales and so on, and serve your audience, for example. Okay, but this particular skill is one that I really recommend because there aren't that many people who are doing it. But there's so much demand. In fact, there's excess demand for tech VAs, okay? And essentially you become a tech VA by marketing yourself as a tech VA. But you first have to understand how various pieces of technology come together to create things such as an online business. Say, for example, have a good understanding of how to use WordPress maybe, or a good understanding of how, email marketing systems work and things like that. And that in itself comes with some learning, which is one thing I want to make sure I keep stressing as I go through this video. All these ideas require you to exchange time and learn a new skill, which is something that you will find as time progresses, the more you are able to learn technical skills that are niche and in demand, the more you make extra money. Next is as a social media manager. Now, this is one that has become very popular and has a lot more competition now, but you can you can actually differentiate yourself by becoming more specialist in this area. So you might, for example, specialize in a particular industry, or you might be somebody who is a social media manager who has a particular specialism in a particular niche, for example. So you might be a Pinterest expert, or an expert on Instagram, or even an expert on YouTube, for example. So that's the key, is for you to actually seek out a particular platform that you have a lot of knowledge about, and one that you have an interest in having deeper knowledge about. And you find that if you start to market yourself as somebody who understands how to connect that particular platform with the need of a business, if you're able to articulate that need really well, you find yourself having excess demand to provide that service. Because, there's so many businesses out there that require a really effective social media manager, but somebody that has the experience and can demonstrate results by having their specialism in a particular niche. The next one is podcast production. Now, I'm going to tell you a bit of a story. I went on a podcast interview recently, and I got there. The guy who invited me was obviously the host of the podcast, but we went and showed up at this building that, I had expected him to have his own studio and places like that. But what he had actually done was he had outsourced the entire production of his podcast. In fact, he'd outsourced not just the production, but the actual management of his podcast. Everything from, the actual show being recorded to the actual podcast episode being edited, and then the podcast being delivered and then marketed by this particular company. And the company that was doing this was being run by a really young guy who was using, his back garage as a podcast studio, but then he would outsource the entire service to the likes of this particular individual who invited me to this podcast as a service. Okay, so podcast production and podcast management together are becoming services that are in high demand. Why? Because podcasting is become so popular. The research shows that around 80% of podcast episodes are typically listened to on average. Okay, so where, for example, people might not read blogs as often, or people might not watch long form videos, for example, podcast episodes, on the other hand, have a lot of demand, because once you're plugged in, you tend to stick and listen to a podcast episode fully or near to the end. Okay, so podcasting has become really, really popular because it's highly engaging and you can have a lot of diversity in the podcast world. So as such, this has created demand for podcast production and podcast management. So exploring podcast production as a work from home job is something that you can do, because what you do here essentially is you get involved with the planning process of podcasts, you get involved with the creative aspects such as the music, you might even get involved with editing and potentially marketing that podcast eventually. And for that you can charge a recurring fee for podcast production, because what tends to happen is the minute you start to build a good relationship with a content creator, you can demonstrate that you are very good and you've learned the skills necessary to produce a podcast or even manage a podcast, they'll keep calling you back for repeat business in helping them to deliver on their podcast episodes. Okay, the next one is editing and proofreading. Okay, you might not know this, but a lot of people who write content typically need somebody else to review that content, to edit it, and to proofread it beyond what they could do ordinarily with technology of today. Okay, so there are lots of people out there who still generate a really good income for various pieces of work that are created daily and need editors and proofreaders to make sure that that content is high quality enough before that then goes on to the next stage of delivering on that particular piece of content. Okay, the final one is as a copywriter. Okay, so copywriting is, the art of essentially writing really good and captive copy, essentially. So you might find that if you visit the sales page of a website and you see, the headlines are really attractive and really captive, essentially lead you towards kind of reading more and exploring, the products or services that a particular business might be selling. That art of creating that copy that's engaging and that actually leads you to making a potential decision is the art of copywriting. Okay, it's one that's highly sought after and one that many businesses use to attract you and I to engage better with their products and services. Copywriting is something that you can explore yourself today. It's a particular niche that anyone can actually learn over time. There are lots of books. If you went on Amazon, for example, you can buy books on copywriting, you can practice copywriting, and you can start to explore various jobs out there on various platforms, such as Upwork, for example, for places that are looking for copywriters. The beauty is that you can charge quite a lot for copywriting because it's something that not many people are doing, but something you can explore as a high-paying work-from-home jobs. There are people literally making thousands per month from copywriting from the comfort of their own home. And the beauty is that the demand is there. There are so many businesses, so many blogs, so many websites, so many companies creating products and services that need really good copy that can lead to them generating better sales of their products and services. The thing though is that there's a short supply of those services, and you might just be the right person to explore that opportunity and take advantage of the excess demand. If you really enjoy these ideas and looking for an environment where you can hang out with like-minded individuals to implement some of these ideas that will help you make some extra money from home, I'd love you to check out our membership program at Financial Joy Academy. I'll put a link to it below and above. It's where we are, discussing these ideas in a lot of detail and actually discussing the steps that you need to take to implement them in order to make yourself some extra money. Check out Financial Joy Academy in the links below and get started today. Guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this video today on the 10 highest paying work from home jobs that you can explore today to start making some extra money from the comfort of your own home. I'd love to know from you in the comments, which of those 10 ideas really resonated with you? As I said from the very beginning, they require ongoing learning. For a lot of these ideas, you do have to put yourself out there and learn some new skills. And the way in which you find a lot of these jobs is by putting yourself out there as, in effect, a self-employed person. You're seeking out new business, you are outreaching and seeking out customers of your own. But the minute you start to build those relationships and start to learn the art of actually seeking out your own business, you find that this method of making money from home is one that will not only serve you over time, it's one that's actually high paying and will lead to you generating more business over time once you've learned the skill of outreaching, building relationships and finding your own customers. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you really enjoyed it, please hit that like button because it really helps to encourage a lot more people to watch our videos. If you're new to our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the notifications bell so you get notified when we publish our videos twice a week, typically on a Tuesday as well as a Thursday. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you again on our next one. Take care and bye for now.